So I'm going to do this one, the next one, live, like I promised I would. I've even got it ready on the screen, so I'll show you what it's going to be like. And this is how the format of the videos is going to be going forward. So my big head will become a little head in the corner, and you'll get this. So you can see I've got all the colours here ready to go. So let's just get started. Let's see what we get. So we have got purple to start with, so this is interesting. Now what we don't want is blue. So if we hit purple or none, we'll be monocoloured. If we hit any other colour, we'll be alright. Ooh, purple black, interesting. So that means the next wheel I'll be showing you will be the all the leaders in purple and black, and then you can pick the leader that will be running. So give me a second, I'll set that up now. Okay, so we've done that. I've gone and built the other wheel because I have to do these things as we go. So I've created the wheel, so I'll show you what that one is. Here we go. So there's only 4. There's only 4 leaders to pick from. So OP11 Monkey.D.Luffy, which is weird. Shouldn't be. Yeah, no, that's not right. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I absolutely lied. There is only 3. I've mislooked at the colour. It's completely caught me off guard. Right, so there is only 3. So there's OP8 King, there is OP9 Monkey.D.Luffy, and there is OP2 Zephyr. This is going to be interesting. Here we go. And we get the easy one, the one that already has a deck list. Not great, but it's all right. We can look at the deck list and then create our own thing. So let's just close that. So just for reference, I will go get the leader so you can see what it is, and then on the next part I will show you my thoughts and deck tech around it. There are lots of things that could be construed here. There we go. So it's another. I've always liked this card. I want to play green purple, but meh. So this is a starter deck when you can pick it up. It's a starter deck. It's a good starter deck to get into, and if you get the cards for it pretty quickly, you'll have a tournament ready deck. So it is all your characters, as long as you've got Don on him, all your characters get +1 cost, which is really good for protecting them against cost reduction, removal, and stuff like that. Decent, we like it. But also, once per turn, when you have 2 or more Don on the field, they return to your Don deck. You can add 1 Don from your card, one Don card from your deck and set it as active, and add up an additional Don and add it as rested. So if you remove 2, you put in one back active and 1 back rested. I've already seen a synergy, and I'm not even sure if they're in the deck, but they should be in the deck, which is Sanji and Puddings, because if you've got 2 Sanji and Puddings in play, and you send 2 more back, you're going to get 1 back rested, 1 back active, and then another 1 active for Sanji and Pudding. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, that's absolutely ridiculous. So in your turn, as long as we're generating that shenanigans, you're getting 3 Don back for the price of losing 2. I can't wait to build this. I'm not going to look at the lists. I'm just gonna build it the way I think it should be built. And it'll probably be completely wrong, but I don't care because it sounds mint. Oh, so yeah, so it's been a while. Yeah, I've come back to record this. Apologies if you hear the dog yapping in the background. It's far too hot for me to open, not have the windows open. So if you do hear anything untoward, I apologise greatly. Right, okay, so we're back to building Luffy. So I've kind of gotten over a bit of a cold. It's been really hard to record stuff recently. My nose has gone and my throat's gone. So I haven't really been able to do much. Plus there's some holidays, so kids are in. But yeah, black purple Luffy, or blue purple. Black purple Luffy, or purple black Luffy, whatever you want to call it, whatever your preference is. It should be purple black, I guess, because it's in the order, but yo, who cares? We're building a deck. So I've tried to stay away from the straight up meta build. I've gone through and selected a sugar load of cards to see if I can do stuff with this. So I'm going to show you a few things I've looked at, some of the obvious choices, and some slightly out there ones. I've stuck to Straw Hats. The reason why I've stuck to Straw Hats because I want it to be the theme as of being the Straw Hat is still the theme, and I like the idea it is. But I do have an honourable mention, and I will be showing you that towards the end of the video. So I'll put you. This is something from I want to show you guys that I just happen to be following a guy on TikTok who pretty cool. He does a lot of cool stuff, and he showed this deck on one of his TikToks, and I was like, actually, this could be really funny. But because I haven't asked his permission to use the deck, and I wanted to build this myself as a daft thing, I'm just going to give it an honourable mention. You guys can decide whether we should run that as a let's run this through and see what happens deck. Anyway, first thing first. So let's talk about Purple Black Luffy. So he's a 5k 4 life leader, pretty standard. Stick a Don on him. All your characters gain 1 cost, protected from quite a lot of removal. But once per turn, when 2 or more of your Don cards on your field are returned to your Don deck, add up to 1 Don to your deck and add up to 1 Don card from your deck as active, and then do the same again, but put it as rested. So it's essentially ramp, but in a roundabout way. Protects your cards. It uses lots of ramp cards to a lot of cards that puts Don back in, and it's quite a good card. It runs a lot of extra ramp as well in the deck itself. So let's talk about, you can see what my throat's doing. Let's talk about some of the core pieces that I'm going to be looking at. So yeah, you can look at the meta decks. I'm going to be kind of, there is a lot of basis around the meta deck, so I've used that as the main example. Some of the standout bits that I find interesting, so obviously I'm looking at Uso-Hachi for your 4k, for your 2k counters. Looking at the law for searching. We're looking at where's she gone? There we go. Where when you're at sea, you fight against pirates. So again for a searcher. And even though it's recently come out and it is making it into deck, I've been looking at things like these new Katakuri, Charlotte Linen combo pieces. So when I say it's a combo, they stand each other. So outside of that, there's a lot of similar shell to it, but I've thrown things in like the new EB2 Luffy, which is seen play in Green Purple Luffy. I'm sat there like, this could see play in this deck and do the same job. Not only that particular one, so let's just hint on it. If you're a leader with multicoloured, which we are, if your opponent has 5 or more Don cards in the field, this character gains rush. Well, there's a good chance the way that we're going to do this, we should still be slightly behind on our Don. Okay, our opponent should be ahead in Don. That won't work against like the Green Purple Luffy, who should be either behind us or equal to us. Okay. However, it can stand when it attacks. It stands itself. Coupled with OP05 Chopper. Oh, we can't use it because it's 6 hit power. I've read that wrong. I was thinking 6 cost. Yeah, so that's not going to work. So we'll completely ignore that. I'm still going to look at this as a possibility for it, but that kind of does it for the deck. I think that might not make it in now. So yeah, I was looking at things like those types of combinations, but again, Chopper's not as good as what I thought it was and didn't do what I wanted with him. Whether that still makes it, or whether I go with a Chopper and see if there's, because there's plenty of other lower power characters we can restand that are Straw Hats. Again, I'll look into it more deeply, but again, these are the things. Read the card, tells you what it does. Blonde haired bimbo doesn't know how to play the game properly. But yeah, this is my initial bit of research, my initial bit of idea scopage. I looked at Sanji and Pudding. I spoke to Corey about it. It was my son, who would both play really, really well. On he's just logically one of the best players I've ever seen when it comes to this game. He was like, yeah, it doesn't fit the theme. It doesn't fit the ramp. It could and he wouldn't. He would try it, but he said it actually maybe not in this deck. So again, I'm going to have it. That might not end up making it in, or it might end up getting played. I'm not entirely sure. On the side of things, when you put 2 or more Don back to your field, you return a Don back active. So essentially, for 1 Sanji and Pudding, you're getting 3 back, 2 of which are active, for the price of losing 2, which to me sounds like a really good deal. Is it a really good deal? Does that work? Is it going to be... The question is, are we going to ramp faster than Sanji and Pudding becomes relevant? That's the question. We'll find out. I think it's a great recovery card, especially because we will be running the obvious 4 of Gungam Giants. So yeah, no, it's I think we've got to be very careful in the way that we style these decks. It is a stupidly good recovery card. If you can get one Sanji and Pudding or two Sanji and Puddings in play, and you trigger something in your turn that lets you ramp back up to 4 Don, it's a no-brainer to me. But then concentrating too much on that and not having a way to close out the game, Sanji and Pudding can close out a game. I've done it with Green Purple Luffy before as a swing. I might run the Robins as an extra searcher. That puts us behind already. Okay, next turn we'll do. This is the balancing act that I'm going to find. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to go and put things together, and I'm going to look at the synergies again. I'm going to certainly take out the silly Chopper Luffy combo, which I thought that sounds really good on paper. Oh, I can't add 1 to 6,000. I'm so poor at this game. But yeah, you get the idea, don't you? So I'm going to go away and start building the deck. All right, and then we'll see how we go. I'll play it on the sim. So, just onto the honourable mention before we go into the deck build and the games. Best second turn in the world tribute deck. So I was watching TikTok and doing a bit of doom scrolling as you do, and I came across another player called Junebug TCG, Doombug underscore GCG, and he just happened to be talking about best first turns and best second turns, or best turn once basically. So if you go first to second, and it was like he came across this, and I'm going to link the TikTok in. I'm going to link his profile as well. There's a big shout at this because I was so excited when I saw this. It comes in perfectly with the idea of, can we build this deck? And he played it as locals, I think. I think he enjoyed playing it. It was a good thing. But it was Animal Kingdom, so it's going back a bit. And Animal Kingdom, in my opinion, was just kind of a really poor, weird side quest. I've never seen anything like that. And then he's just like gone, oh, I played this back in the day. And it's a little bit behind now. It had Gecko Warriors. It was an old deck. But the whole idea of the deck was basically to empty, well, not quite much empty, but get like 3 or 4 3 dudes down on turn 2, or your second turn as a player is going first. God, I'm going to explain this so badly. Right, so the whole idea is generally around this guy. So look at the top 5 of your cards. Play up to one of the smile type characters with a cost of 3 or less. Then place it at the bottom of the deck in order. Now, if you do this right, you play this on your turn 1, going for second. And the 3-drop that helps you do it is you can then go and drop a Hamlet, which then lets you drop a 2-drop Smile on the table. And that means you can drop either the block of Briscola, or you can drop a Searcher to go searching. But what that means is, technically on your second turn as a going second, you've got where is he? Where's the 3? You play him to get him, and you essentially got 3 swings next turn. And that isn't actually that bad when you think about it. Drop 2 Don on this guy. Drop 2 Don on this guy. Drop 3 Don on this guy, 1 Don on that guy, and then you've got your leader swing. And suddenly you've got 3 5k swings on turn 2. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds, I can't explain it as any way near as well as he did. So I'm going to include it, and it's a massive shout out to June, because it was so nice for him to reply to me in the comments as well when I got excited about this. So this is the modified, modern version of the deck. I've taken Gecko Warrior out of it. I've gone with the start set Luffy because, I mean, it makes sense to run him. It's just another defensive thing that allows you to survive longer to go on there. I might have had a little bit of liberty with some of the extra cards as well. I think Gum Gum Giant's been put in there. I don't think I was originally running that, but Gum Gum Lightning was in there. So this was just, again, it was just a bit of fun. I wish I'd done this. I'd known about that before I'd heard from him doing it, so that I could have gone, oh, this is really funky, let's do this as my video. But I don't want to step on his toes. He's been a lovely influence, and I've been watching his stuff as well. I absolutely implore you to go check him out. But anyway, that's the honourable mention. So it's on One Piece GG as well, so second best turn in the world, tribute version 1. I won't be doing much more of it, but if you'd like me to play the deck and play it, or if it's like June to go play it, I mean, I'm sure he'd be up for it and give it a go, or if he's got a version coming. But he can go watch his video, let him explain it a lot better than I did. It looks like a really funky deck. Right, I'm back. I've finalised it. I've tried my best to avoid it looking like the meta deck, but there is only certain cards that can actually go in it and make it work the way it works. So anyway, I went from 99 cards down to 51. It took me ages because there was absolutely tons that I wanted to keep in the deck. I wanted to do the silly Big Mom, the silly Big Mom pirate deck. Excuse me while I just scan myself. There we go. 7.4 on average. Good human diabetes, okay. Right, so there's a lot of non-4-ofs in here. In fact, the only 4-ofs they think in the deck are Gum Giant, Merry-Go, and Uso-Hachis, because this deck is going to struggle for 2k counter. A lot. I think in total there's maybe 6. So we've definitely got the Uso-Hachi for 2k, and we've got the Nami. On the bright side, there is plenty of counter in the lower levels of stuff that will, once it's been used, we don't need it. I hope. So I don't see this, if I'm brutally honest, winning the counter battle unless we're going to Gum Giant or Gum Jet Gatling. I did debate taking Gum Jet Gatling out and increasing the 2k counter a little bit more. I just feel like actually there should be enough defense in this deck to last long enough to be able to do what it needs to do. You're probably looking at it going, oh wow, yeah, right, there's no big finishes in here. No, there isn't. I'm going to use the green-purple strategy of using restanding and smacking with Monkey.D.Luffy as possible, but also having such a big leader and blockers, you won't be able to necessarily get in on the leader, if that makes sense. So the idea is to try and keep this dude at 7k as much as possible, while also making sure our dudes haven't, our opponent has absolutely nothing on the board that can finish us off. So yeah, I'll start off with the searchers. So I've gone for 3 Trafalgar Law, which basically searches any Straw Hat or Heart Pirate that's 2 or more. So there's nothing in this deck it won't hit, apart from possibly Katakuri and Laboon. There's nothing in this deck it won't hit, apart from 2 cards, Keith. I'm so sorry. Right. So yeah, it's gonna hit every single key piece that we technically will need. Katakuri's again, we'll find that, and it'll be fine. Don't worry. The other searcher in the deck is Zoro-Juurou, which I'm running 2 of. Again, it just seems like a really toolboxy deck. It is a toolboxy deck. We'll be relying on the 1-drop searches a lot, and the Merry-Go's to draw cards, and Franky to draw cards, but again, I'll go into it again. So Zoro-Juurou draws in, let's look at the top 4, I believe. I can never read it, let me get closer. Yeah, it's 4. So you look at top 4, get a purple straw hat. So it hits pretty much everything again in the deck, apart from maybe 6 cards. So, and then we've got when you're at sea, you fight against pirates, which is another, basically find a straw hat and put it into your hand. The top 3, rest of the bottom of your deck. Simple, nice and easy. They're the searches that will hopefully find us the things we need to play. So that will hit so these 2 will hit our black Sanjis, which is good. Okay. Katakuri is not searchable in this deck, which is fine. Tempest Kick is not searchable in the fine, but Tempest Kick in itself is a good card for what we're trying to achieve. Let's talk about the card draw engine. So we've got Franky. So I'm going to click on Franky so we can see what he does. He's a blocker. However, on player, you can -2 Don, and you can trash a card from your hand and draw 2. that plays into us nicely. It gives us a turn of blocking, gets us 2 cards, gets rid of a card that's dead in our hand at the time. Need to search for counter, need to search for stuff like that. This will do it. I like this. I like this more than some of the other options. It's a 5,000 power, 4 cost blocker with 1,000 power for counter if we need it. But it's going to be our ramp engine. It's going to be our draw engine. It's going to draw into lots of cards. Okay, we've got Tempest Kick. So Tempest Kick, again, minimum it is 1 card draw. It is 1 for 1. It replaces itself. That in any card game is immense. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. 1 for 1 is a perfectly good thing to have. If we have 10 or more in the yard, which is likely going to happen because we've got a couple of blockers who are going to die, we're probably going to be trashing cards. Okay, it gives something -3 cost, which means the couple of cards we've got in here that kill stuff requires cost to be lower. This will help to facilitate that. Not only on top of that, it's got a trigger effect. If it KOs one of our opponent's cost for 3 or less. So it's going to get rid of niggly blockers and things like that on the backswing, which is nice. Okay, so the last bit of card drawing here is Merry Go. Not only does it pump one of our dudes up, which allows us to use some of the other cards that let us do the cost effectiveness. So like Sanji, the Black Sanji needs you to have a 6 or more, which would still help with. It's a straight up card draw because we're a straw hat leader. So bang, we've got 4 cards for 1. 1 for 1 again replaces itself, has an extra effect, which is nice. This leads on nicely to kind of like the removal engine with this. So we've got a lot of card draw, we've got searchers, and then we've got removal. So I've gone with Laboon. Laboon is going to give our opponent's characters -4 during a turn when we rest it. It's a 1k counter. It's a 4 for 5. It means we've got a good 5 for 4. It's got a good swing on it. Not too bad at all. And then, as I said, Tempest Kick gives us that minus, but we've also got Sanji. So Sanji, when you've got a character of 6 or more, which is perfectly achievable in this deck, we can KO one of your opponent's 5 or less. Now we have the ability to reduce big cards down to 5 or less. That's why it's awesome. I would have liked to run more of these in the deck. I'd like to have gone 4 and 4 of each, but to make room for everything else we're trying to achieve, we've got to do that. Okay. So that's the kind of, we've got plenty of removal, way plenty of removal than we need, I think. We've got lots of ways to reduce the cost of that removal. We've got lots of ways to draw cards and search for those cards we need to do what we need to do. So we've got the ramp naturally from the leader's ability and what we're playing should come already done. It's really hard to explain what I'm trying to say. We're running the 3 Zoros, which are on play, return a Don, get a Don back from your Don pile active, Don deck active, English Keith speak. Right? We've got the Sanji and Puddings, which are going to be, if we're behind on Don again, we'll be able to get that Don back. And if we are playing like a card like the Zoro late game, it gives us 3 Don back essentially, or it gives us two active and one rested for the price of that. Okay, this will enable us to use these cards. These are really important. These are going to be your finishers. Okay, so it's not. There's almost a purple green element to this deck, and maybe I'm using the purple green element of that build to influence this. I'm not sure, but the fact we can ramp in at a slightly slower pace, but get a lot more abilities out of it, I like that idea. It gives us a much more stable defensive deck. And again, you feel free to shout at me in the comments and say, "No, the original version's better." I just like the way this will work. So we've got starter set Luffy. We have to have this in here. It's built for this deck. So on play -2. Your leader is multicoloured and your opponent has 5 or more Don cards on the field. Your Straw Hat crew leader becomes base power 7k. Yeah, until the end of your opponent's turn. Yeah, that is just, I'm going to make you too big to hit me. Perfect. And we can do that every turn as long as he doesn't die. And with the amount of blockers we've got in, shouldn't be a problem. could do with me. This is why I debated running Nico Robin as well as another blocker. Then we've got the bane of everybody's existence, the restand myself and smack you again, Luffy. I think this should be seen more play in Purple Black Luffy. I really do. It's a solid card. As long as your leader is multicoloured, which we are, and your opponent has 5 more Don, which they're probably going to have, it's got rush. Once per turn, return 2 active Don. That's a bit of a downside, but still not bad if you're running Pudding in the deck. Or even with Pudding and your leader, that's going to be still 3 Don back, and the 2 active that have gone will come back, won't they? So that's not a bad thing. And then add a card from the top of your life cards to your hand. That might be a bit of a downside. If we take too much damage early on, he's useless with that effect. Otherwise, he's a 7,000 6k rush guy. That's not too bad anyway. The last thing that I put in the deck, which I think, other than obviously the usual Gum Giant, Gum Jet Gatling, is 7-drop Sanji. So on play, return 1 Don or more Don from your field to your deck. Character gains rush, then rest up to your opponent's character. This is the I'm getting through. We are getting through. This is what I'm going to play on the first attack of the turn. And we're going to tap everything down, that any blockers or anything that's going to stop us from finishing you off. This is going to be the win card for us in this respect. Last but not least, Katakuri. Now, Katakuri, we know what she does. He's an 8k blocker for 8. Set up to 2 Big Mom Pirates characters for a cost of 3 or more active, then add a Don from your Don deck and rest it. Again, comes out with a nice little bit of ramp. It allows us to use Pudding aggressively, because we can swing in without fear of reprisal, because we know we're going to restand them, and that actually makes Pudding a really offensive card. I wouldn't be surprised if Katakuri starts seeing some play in Green Purple Luffy at some point. I haven't checked any recent deck lists, so I can't confirm or deny it. But I've got this funny feeling that is going to be, if he doesn't get the ban stick or the ban hammer hit with him, I think we'll see that in a lot of decks. I think that is suddenly the ability to go, you know what, I've got 2 Puddings, I've got a Pudding and I want to get 7k in, bang, stand them again, let's set that back up. You're not going to kill my Pudding on the swing, I'm going to make you use extra resources to kill my Pudding. That, to me, seems like a really, really unsung, really good combo. Well, maybe not a combo, but it's an unsung mechanic or a technique that we can use in a deck to actually reuse a card that you normally wouldn't be overly offensive with to suddenly become an offensive card. Well, let me know what you think. The games will be following on very shortly once we finish this video. Again, thank you for this, and let's hope that we can actually get some wins with this one. I don't think I've won anything on stream, on video yet, have I? Here we go. Right, here we go. So I built the deck, popped it into the sim. Let's see how we go. So again, the full deck list and everything, and will be in the comments and stuff for YouTube and in the any TikTok and stuff that I do. So we'll also have those in put in. Hopefully we can win a game. So remember, this is toolbox. This is completely toolbox. There we go. Can we win it? Can we build it? Let's see how we go. Games, I remember when we play late game, midday games and things like that, at lunchtime, it's quite hard to get one. So there we go. Right, we're playing Saba. I will go first, please. And this is a perfectly fine hand, so we'll keep it. Draw on, and we will lead off with Pirates. We'll take Ramp Zoro and return cards, and then end the turn. Oh, this could be some form of aggro deck. No? Okay, I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen this before, so I'm going to be intrigued. Draw on, and then we'll pay straight out. Play Zoro, and we'll use the card action. Send that back, and return that one. And then gain an active Don, at which point we'll gain an active Don, and we'll gain a rested Don, and then we'll play let's draw a card. So we've got Marigo, so I'm already seeing the benefits of this, and we'll end the turn there. So actually, we're already ahead on the curve, and I should have swung. So stupid. I'm dumb. So I'm 1, 2, 3. So we're on 4 done, I think, total. And they're on 4 then. No blocker, but we won't. I don't want to take the damage just yet, so we'll do that. We'll take that. No triggers. Oh, apparently we are taking damage. Maybe I haven't read the card right. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Draw on. Right, so we're on 6, they're on 4. So I will run out. I'm going to run out of Sanji and Pudding, I think. No, I'm not. I'm going to run out another. See if we can find something good. We'll have 5-drop Sanji. So 5-drop Sanji, if it costs 6 greater. So that's next turn's play then. Right, let's go back into their lead. Let's go 7k. Okay, good. And then we've got 3 left over. 3 in the pool. Let's just straight up see what we can replace it with. Card, Laboon for next turn, which is nice. And then we'll end the turn. No, but yeah, I could have swung in with Zoro, I guess. Making all these little misplays is not my specialty, I found. Oh, this is very aggro-y. So you may add 1, cost of 3 higher with 7. So that's 7k. So this time we will definitely lead off with a Gum Giant. Sending 2 back. Trashing. Search for Zoro. Give it 9. Draw 2, that's nice. So that is 8k. I'm gonna not block and resolve the attack. And no triggered effects. Alright, okay. Draw a card. Draw on. So we're up to 6 on this time. We're even that, so we will play the Sanji and Pudding out this turn. I will do a bit of digging. Let's take another Laboon. No, let's not, because you can't. Well, this is not working out for anybody, is it? Got 5 for 5. And then we will go in again. 5 for 5. Okay, so this is some form of triggers deck, I guess. Evolutionary deck. I haven't really toolboxed into my. I have got rid of quite a few of my searches. But I did say the counter problem with this deck is going to be horrendous. Should have maybe left one up for Gum Giant. Oh, there's a this is like a straw hat variant of some. 7k. Well, no blocker and resolve it. No triggered effects. No blockers. Let him go because I don't think I'm recovering from this, unfortunately. Oh, apparently can attack active. That's just rude. Can't do anything. That's not worked at all in any way, shape, or form. 7k. We can stop that at the cost of a lot of counter. 1, 2, 3. And I'm pretty sure we're screwed at this point. So we've got 8. 8 gets us nothing. Laboon gets us We haven't got a 6 greater. Well, we can have a 6 greater. Bigger one can go. Try and get that. Yeah, well, that was just a mirror in my thing. So we're dead this turn anyway. Didn't realise his thing. That was a +2 for the entire turn. And trash the life, and we're dead. Wow, I've never seen this deck before. Don't even know how to counter it. Not even sure how to thingy. Yeah, no blockers, no resolve. Because I'm dead on the backswing, I think. Yeah, 2k counters loses us the match, right? Let's roll that up again. That really didn't go well. But I've not seen that deck before, so the only ones I've seen recently that are similar are it was a revolutionary deck, and these trigger fast decks seems to be quite popular at the moment. Okay, now we've got draw and we've got counter and we've got a Katakuri, which is interesting. So we'll keep this. We're on the back. Oh no, we're on the play. Okay, so we'll run out a stage, gets us a card, and end the turn. Interesting. I don't know what Odin does. God, all the characters have attack or no counters. Oh, I will have 1k counter. If you have 8k, Zoro-Juurou. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So he's searching. Right, brilliant. So we'll go, and we're on 3 Don now. So we will send 2, so it's not worth doing that just yet. Let's go searching. Let's get a Franky. And then let's draw Don. That gives us a searcher for next turn. So that's okay. We'll get +1 Don. Attack into the lead of 6. And then pass the turn. Momonosuke. Pay 1. You may rest a character look at top 5 cards to your deck, and then one a country, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest of the bottom deck. So it's a searching deck. Okay. So there's a lot of searching involved in this. Then more searching than I'm running anyway. 7k. We won't. We'll just take that. It's fine. No trigger effects. Can afford to take 1 or 2 early on. Right. So at this point we need to play Franky out because we need a blocker. So Franky is return 2 Don. Deploy. Use card action, return to back. Select card to trash, which will be. We'll trash that for now. And then we'll get an active Don, get arrested Don. Puts us up to 5. That opens up Gum Giant for us. And this is in good stead actually. So first one. Attack. Let's get rid of the searcher. And then end the turn. I think that's the right thing to call to do. Reusable searchers, I think in the last few games that I've played have been a pain. So getting rid of them when there's a chance is better. But we've got 2 possible Zoros to play next. Wow, just cycling through. Oh, that's nasty. We'll have the blocker. So that's got to go. We've got to get rid of that. Draw Don. So we're now on 7 Don. I need to put that out of size of that. Well, that's the play. Right, so 7k power makes that. Stops that. That's fine. I can live with that. We'll then put 1 on him. Attacking for 8. and then end the turn. So this is unfortunately functioning a bit more like the actual standard build of the deck. Oh, sorry, I've got a right itchy spot behind me here. So it's going to be a little bit monotonous. So I'm not getting to really show off the functionality of that. Well, it's showing off what you can do. They're going to need a lot of stuff to get that up to it using its banished double attack. I should imagine. Okay, so that's a minus effect, which is fine. On my attack. I can live with that. That needs to go. I need to find a way of killing that quick. Sanji would be nice right now. Mind you, if I draw a Sanji next turn, she's definitely dead. 7 on 7, we will drop 1k. Happily drop 1k for that. Draw a card. Draw Don. So we're on 9 Don now. This doesn't give us much to go by, so we will lead off with a searcher. Oh, ideally I want that, but I'm going to have to take that because we need to keep... Oh, I can't. Has to be character, doesn't it? You're an idiot, Keith. Alright, well, have you? Because I haven't got a choice. So that leaves me with 5 left. Let's deploy him, send in 1, use the card action, 1, 2, 3, return option, gain 1 active, gain 1 active, gain 1 rested, so net positive there of nothing. Let's get a card, let's get the body on the table basically. And let's have some donnage on you. Attack into him for 6. Yeah, not great. Kind of want to attack, but that's not going to give me... Well, it'll give me another turn, I guess. Right, so we're now back up to 7k, which is fine. He's going to try and kill the Luffy. Depending on what the situation is, I might let it happen. The draw into the Gum Gatling was useful. Could have played through Katakuri, I guess. It's really difficult actually because I don't know the deck well enough. I'm absolutely terrified of this Yamato. Or Yamato. Yamato? Yamato. 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 I'm not entirely sure. I was terrified about it though. So. Oh, there's a win condition. Have you ever seen one? Is he going to get banned in August? That's the big question, isn't it? Yeah, for those who don't know, the August bannings are coming up soon. So he could be seeing the chop. But he's got no life, which means on the backswing I could technically kill him. Because he's got no blockers. He has got 10 cards in hand. Odin into Luffy. You know, I'm willing to give him 1. I'm willing to give him 1. I'll give him 2. Let's see how much he's willing to commit to trying to take out my Monkey.D.Luffy. So he's got 2 possible swings left with me on 3 life and that double attack banish. Okay. I'll let it go this turn. I can live with that. Because I still gain the 2k, so it's still 7. Hody's not double. And again, happy to let that one die. You have no blockers next turn. And I have him with the ability to put a lot of Don on. So he's sat on 11 cards now. 12 cards now. 13 cards now. Oh, this could be interesting. Right, simple thing here is we're on 9 Don. I can play him, right, which will put me on, so that'll cost me 6, it'll leave me 3 up. Okay, I really have to think about this, because it's the back, I would die on the backswing basically. I can go for a Katakuri. If he has another Hody Jones, I'm dead. I think I have to commit. I have to commit to this. So we'll pay 6 to play him. We'll add a Don onto him. We will attack Odin directly. I'll use his card action to send that one and that one back. Why has it not triggered that? Should have triggered that. Why has it not triggered it? That's why it triggered it. Okay. Okay, so he's still got 10 cards in hand, right? Yep, okay, this was probably a big fluff up. And nothing else I really could have done, I guess. Let's attack again. Going to 8. That's 8. There's 9. Cool, okay. Let's attack again for 5. Oh, it's 6. Oh, Jesus, can you read the cards? I need to leave that Don open, don't I? Like I say, if he's got Hody Jones, I'm dead anyway. What we don't want to see is Hody Jones. It's the only thing we don't want to see. There's a good chance of he's running 4 on the deck, and he's got, what was it, 9 cards in hand now? There's a Hody Jones in his hand. And providing we... Oh, hello. Right, so that's 14k. Right, Trasher card doesn't have any thingy, and... so there's 9. There's 11. There's 14. 15. Resolve the attack. Survive the backswing. So this will be interesting where he puts his Hody Jones. If it was me, I'd be going for these. He needs to kill these 2 off. But that doesn't mean I can't just strap my Don up and go on for a backswing on his head. Resolve that. Because if he doesn't take that out, let's force him. Let's force him to use all those resources. Yep, perfect. Right, I might have him on the backswing here. Because he's left himself nothing. $14. Have you got 14? Have you got 14? Ah, no! That was decent. I handled a lot better than I thought it would do. Maybe there was a couple of misplays there. So that's him pretty much when there's nothing, because he swings in with a banished double strike and I'm dead. Yeah, no blockers resolve the attack. And then... yeah, no blockers resolve the attack. Right, perfect. Right, okay. That went a little bit better, but not much better. Right, one more then. Oh, Shanks. Wow. That is not what I wanted to see. Yeah, we'll keep that. Draw Don for the turn. Run out that one, and end the turn. Right, okay, so we'll go to an Uta. Right, okay, right. Yeah, so it's the standard version of Shanks by the looks of it. So 3, nothing left for us to play on there, so we'll just attach one. Try and get him to commit some resources. Oh, he took the damage. Interesting. I think a lot of the time, especially playing against Shanks, I've been playing against Corey, who my son, who just plays with Shanks without fail. He's just, you know what I mean. He just plays it so well. It's such a good deck. I'm willing to take this life this turn. No trigger effect. Draw done. Okay, so we've got 5. If I attack, he's going to swing in. He's going to minus it and then not block. I want to draw out that blocker. Problem is, whatever I do to Lucky-Roo, it'll blow up something I don't want to blow up. So I have to be really careful how I commit to this. Just bear with me a second. So I'll run out Laboon for now. I really want to swing. 6k less power. It's just not. I should swing first. Can't do anything about that. I hate Lucky-Roo. I've been so tarnished by the fact that Corey kills me with it every flipping game. It's a terrifying thing to do, and I can kill it. I'm just going to lose. It's going to be lose something for it, which is going to be obviously Laboon or the inevitable Sanji that's coming out. Draw done. Draw cards. Shanks is such a good deck to play in, but not to play against. Activate him. Give him -4. Play out him. I don't have a cos. I forgot to put the one Don on. Dude, you are so shit. You are so shit at times. Block with Laboon, please. Do what I wanted to do. Oh, you're just going to take it. Joys, joys, joys. Joys, joys, joys. I am so bad at this game. But then again, I'm so much better once I've actually played a deck more than 3 times. Well, he says that. You'll see in the Usopp video when I play the Usopp deck, which is coming soon. Got anything that can protect that? No, let's just let it go. It's fine. I've learnt from my mistakes. Only Beckmans. I'm almost like just ready to actually just quit, because just super misplays and not doing what it needs to do. It's just not. It's quite demoralising. There's no point in playing that, it'll get blown up. There's no point in playing this because it'll get blown up. Yeah, I'm at the biggest implants that it could possibly be. Activate restore. So it's 2k. He's outside of Lucky-Roo's range now. Let's attack into leader. Let's try and take another damage before we lose. Yay! That's less demoralising. And then end the turn. So we're 7 now. Yeah, out of all the decks we played today, this is the one that I would have the most experience playing against, and the one that I think I would be able to at least have a chance of beating. Yeah, you can have one. Oh, hi Shanks. Yeah. Can I resolve? Well, I can stop it. Trash a Sanji and Pudding, which definitely feel like they're absolutely no use nor ornament to this deck at all now, after playing with them. So we survive a Shanks swing. What else can we survive? Oh, he's let us play on. Great job. But now we have a character of 7k power, we can deploy Sanji, and we can blow him. Gives you 4 left to play with, and not so very much more we could do about it, so we'll do some searching. Take the 2k counter for now, throw 1 on him. That takes 6k or less, doesn't it? So that's 6 currently. So it will blow him up. I have no way to pump him up. Wait. It's going to explode, so I might as well pump him up anyway. There we go. Back up to 2. Block the brown. Blows up. Oh, blows up the other one. That's fair. Let's go 8. Let's get Beckman. Let's try and whittle down his hoard a little bit more. Yep, fair. Can't do much else against that. But I can survive a swing from Beckman and Shanks unless he goes all out. Resolve the attack. No trigger effects. Just 7. Give you 1. Not comboing out of this, I don't think. Yeah. Never mind. Well, that was sucky. So, yeah, that didn't work anyway, shape or form, anywhere near what I would be expecting it to happen. So, yep, never mind, we tried. It's not my... I definitely think my deck building skills for this game are horrifically bad. But, you know, it's fun trying and let's see how it goes. But, yeah, I was never... Shanks, I thought I would have done a better chance against. But, never mind. Next time. Next time.